everyone, and welcome to my brand new channel, Angel's Peaceful Garden. Today I just wanted to introduce myself and tell you about the new channel. What we'll be doing is gardening, right? So I am a beginner gardener, and I grow in Grow Zone 8B in the DFW area. And I started gardening in March of 2025, and I started gardening because I was feeling really out of sorts. My mental health was not in a good place. I was just really struggling with the world and the way things were, as a lot of you probably were as well. So I started gardening because my husband said maybe you should learn a new skill. And I was feeling kind of unsafe about our food security and security as a whole. And one of the things we had talked about is learning some new skills just in case we needed them in the future. And so we both decided that we were being led to learn new things. And one of the things that I was being led to do by God was to grow food. So we decided to get a raised bed, and we purchased a raised bed from Amazon, and I planted my first few seeds in March of 2025 and promptly killed almost all of them. So that was that, but I didn't stop. I didn't let that deter me from what I thought I needed to do. And I kept growing and learning, and as I did that, I really became passionate about gardening and about learning new things. So it energized me, and while I was doing all of that, I was becoming passionate about something brand new at this stage in my life, which is like, oh my goodness, I didn't realize that I had missed out on so many years of doing something that I really enjoy. So that is what really keeps me going, outside of the fact that I want to grow food for my family, and I want to stay healthy and fit. It brought all of that into my life. I've lost so much weight within the last year since I started this journey. It is January of 2026 right now. Since June of 2025, I had lost over 50 pounds and gained so much strength because I started moving more. I was outside more. I was getting my vitamin D, which I was deficient in. And I just feel so much better. And I feel stronger because I'm learning so much new information every day. And when I wanted to come on here and start this channel, the reason why I wanted to start my channel was because I was getting so much information off of YouTube. I was consuming so many videos daily just to learn how to do this. I'm in my greenhouse right now, by the way. That I felt like I needed to give back to the community that has given so much to me. So I was like, okay, why not go ahead and try to start a YouTube channel and see how that goes. So I'm not doing this to make lots of money. I know I won't probably ever do that, but I am doing this because I want to learn more from you, because I am a beginner and I want to learn more. I am passionate about this and I enjoy talking about it. So why not do something I love and show everybody what I've been doing in my own backyard here in this urban area, because I live in the city. I don't live in the country. I just have a small backyard which does not have a lot of usable space. It is mostly slanted, so you'll see that when we take our walkthrough, because I'll do a walkthrough today as well, and we'll see how that goes. What we'll do is I will take you around the greenhouse, and then we'll walk my yard for this first brand new video of my new channel, Angel's Peaceful Garden.
All right, everybody. So we are here in the greenhouse. So I'm going to do a quick pan so you can see everything. And then we'll talk about the different things that we have growing in here. So right here, we'll start right here. That's just a pot of, I'm trying to grow some sweet potato slips, but it's a little too cold right now. So it'll pop up hopefully when the weather warms up. I'm hoping. This is my first time doing this because I'm a beginner. Okay, I'm a beginner. This is a no judgment zone. So I'm going to experiment and do lots of things on this channel, and we'll see if it works out. So right here, I have some broccoli that's starting to form, and the stalk looks really good. Looks like we'll get some some side shoots as well. It's really a pretty plant. I kind of love growing vegetables because I did not know that they were so beautiful. And you can see God's hands in everything. I was telling my mom that you cannot be a gardener without believing in God, because I mean, it's just evident every day. So these are some peas right here, and they are growing up this trellis. I was hoping that they would catch on to the cattle panel, which is what this greenhouse is made out of. If you can tell, this is just a cattle panel that me and my husband put in so that I could have somewhere to put all of my trellising items. So that is the peas, and they are doing quite well. So I have this pot in here because I didn't want to leave it outside and lose everything. I do have 2 other pots of peas outside, but again, if we have a really cold time and we lose the ones outside, at least I'll still have this one. Same thing with the broccoli, because I have broccoli outside as well. In that one I have some marigolds and some green onion. It's really hard to see the green onion, but there you go. And then you can see I have little some irrigation that I bought from Temu. I will have to redo it before the spring season because I had a lot of changes, and so I moved a lot of things around. So I'm gonna have to do some work on that to get that back up and running. Right here we have some potatoes that I started early in the fall. We will see. I don't know if it's getting enough sun in here. I've been moving it in and out because it can't be really cold, because potatoes don't like really cold. So it's an experiment. All right. Here I have butter crunch lettuce. It's in a 1-gallon container. And then my daughter gave me this little bag for Christmas, and it has all of my tools in it. In a couple of pockets I got some scissors, I got my snippers, I have some labels, because we all know we gonna need labels, and then I won't have them, then I have to run back in the house and all of that. So I got some labels right there so I can keep myself organized. My gloves. We got a pretty nasturtium that actually bloomed recently, so I am so excited about that. And of course, Dollar Tree started putting out its new stuff, so I got a one of their gray, it's supposed to be a watering can, but I'm gonna put flowers in it because I saw another YouTuber do that, and thank you, because I'm stealing that idea. I thought it was fabulous. Still got a tomato tree growing. I cannot believe it. It doesn't look great, but it hasn't died, and unless it dies, I'm just gonna keep letting it grow, because why not? And then if you look at the bottom right here, that's the bottom. It's 2 plants, and it's really putting on some healthy leaves down here. So I don't know what this thing's doing, and I don't think it's knowing what the weather is doing. So that's the real thing, is that the weather is up and down and cold and hot, and so it is just doing what it does. And still got tomatoes on it, blushing tomatoes at that. So I will just wait it out. And if it decides that it wants to die, I'm starting some more tomatoes today, hopefully. So we will be ready for spring. But if this one lives, hey, we'll have them already going. I have my salad bar right here. And as you can see, we have some romaine growing, some butter crunch lettuce, this is called butterhead lettuce, Australe. So it has a little bit of red in it, if you can see. And the leaves are a little bit ruffled, I'll say. But I did notice that my family likes romaine and stuff that's a little bit heartier than the butter. So I'm going to start some more romaine and start searching out more crisp head lettuce, things that they'll like a little bit more. I don't mind that other one, but I think it needs to be mixed in with something else. You can't just eat it by itself because it's a little like biting into nothing. Sage, I had to bring it outside because it was keeping up some fungus gnats in the house, and so I just brought it outside because I'm not dealing with that. We got some dill, same deal, I had to bring it outside. These are Marvel of Four Season starts that I'm starting right here. We'll see how they do. They seem like they're a little bit more hardy of a leaf than the butterhead lettuce, so hopefully. We got a aloe vera plant. This is looking pretty good for being so cold outside, so we'll see how it does. I have some King Richard leeks, and I'm gonna put that in my onion bed and see how they do. I started some onions from seed, and I'll be putting those in pretty soon. They look all right. I think they are thickening up enough for me to put them out pretty soon. So I will put those in my onion bed that I started from sets. And so I will show you that as we walk out into the garden. We got some rosemary. We got some red giant leaf mustard. It's not red right now. Maybe it turns red. I don't know. Or maybe I mixed up a seed because the other one that I planted, it's not red either. And I don't know how it grows. So we got some bok choy. My daughter really loves stir fry and ramen and all of that. So we're gonna grow this bok choy and see how that does in our meals. Let me unzip. All right, so over here I have some cabbage that is starting to head, and it did have some bug damage early on, but it's been cold enough to kind of keep the pest away, and I hope they stay away because that was not fun. But I also have more cabbage that we started over on the other side. You'll see in a little bit that I think I'm just going to harvest these and go ahead and cook them a little bit longer, because I heard that the outer leaves are edible. It's just they have to be cooked a little bit longer so they won't be so tough. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just going to harvest them and go ahead and eat these like they are, because they are taking a lot longer because they are in the shade. This area right here does not get sun in the fall, and I did not know that when I put this bed right here, because this is my first year. So next year we won't do that. We'll just put some shade loving flowers or something over here in this area. We got some cauliflower, and again it took some bug damage early on, but as you can see we have cauliflower growing in there. That is arugula. We've eaten a lot of that. That plant is looking real ragged, but that's because we've been harvesting off of it. And I don't mind y'all seeing where we've been eating in our garden, because that's what we're supposed to do. I heard a lot of YouTubers that just film or whatever and don't eat their food. We are going to eat out of this garden. I am determined that we are going to get healthier and eat what we grow. So this is the onion bed, and right here we have the onions that I started from sets, and then inside the greenhouse I'm going to bring those out and put them at the back of this bed where all that empty space is. So the onions and leeks will go here to fill out this bed. Over here I have some carrots in this one, and let me see if I can open this up and you can see these are almost ready. You see that one right there? I think this is almost ready, but of course this is my first time growing carrots, so I could pull all that up and nothing will be there. I'm hoping that that won't be the case, but I'm gonna wait probably another 2-3 weeks and then I'll harvest that one. Here I started a brand new thing of carrots, but we're not getting any germination in the middle here. I don't know why. It's just on the outer, so I may have to replant in that middle section. I'll wait a few more days and see. We got some baby turnips that I planted here, and some kale that we have been eating off of. You can see my husband makes these wonderful kale chips, and so we've been enjoying that kale. Here again we have some tiny little carrots, and I'm hoping that they will come up a little bit better than that. If not, I'll replant that too. Here we have garlic, and it is doing pretty well, I hope. It looks pretty good. I did start, I started in like November, and this is January. So I started fertilizing it. I fertilized it for the first time a couple of, 2 weeks ago. So we'll see how that goes. Here we got kohlrabi, and it is doing pretty well. The leaves are getting bigger and it's looking healthy. So I'm liking the way this kohlrabi is coming in. I think we'll get some good kohlrabi. Okay, we are over to the broccoli, and as you can see, this one, well, these two, because there are two in this pot. This one is actually growing ahead as well. Let me see if I can get you in there right there. It's growing ahead, and this one is also growing ahead. It's really, the sun is in the way, but I hope, because I'm starting to see some yellow in there. I hope it's not opening up. I may have to harvest that one sooner than I would like to, but the weather has been so crazy. So hopefully it will stay cooler a little bit longer so I can get some good heads off of these, because all of them are starting to give me some broccoli finally. And here we go with another broccoli. So I have 4 in the back and 1 right here in the front, and then 1 in the greenhouse, because we eat a lot of broccoli. Over here we have more peas. So these peas, I tried this thing that I saw on another YouTuber's channel, Lazy Dog. He tied a rope here at the bottom to help the peas go up the trellis, And so it seems to be working pretty good because they have attached to that rope the jute twine that I put down there, and now they're heading towards the wire, the galvanized wire that I have strung across these two T-posts. We get a lot of wind here, and so I did last year watermelon on galvanized wire instead of jute twine, and it worked out pretty well. So I'm hoping that this year this one will work for the peas. It should, because it worked for the watermelon. And y'all don't mind all the frost cover and bricks and everything, because we have 4 days of very close to freezing temperatures. And so what I am doing is just taking it on and off so that the plants can breathe, because they don't like to be covered up all day, all night. So I do have to cover them up before this evening. And tomorrow I will take it off again so that they can breathe. But yeah, it's messy because of the frost covers. I'm gonna go over here to this raised bed here. So this raised bed is the very first raised bed that I started growing in, and which was a wooden raised bed that I made. So I do have another one, the first one that I started in, but this one is one that I made, and I'm super proud of myself because I did it mostly by myself. My husband cut a few of the pieces in half so that I could get the sides done, but other than that, I did that. And the infrastructure that I put on for the cold, or you know, if you have insect netting that you want to go on, I installed that as well. So super proud of myself for that. Here inside the bed, like I said, we had frost last night, so this collard green does not look happy at all. And I am like, why are collard greens getting damaged from frost? It was only 33. It wasn't even like 32. So I'll show you these other collard greens that I have right here. And as you can see, we have been eating well off of these as well. But they have no damage at all. So I'm wondering if the damage that this one took over here is because it was in the raised bed and not a container. Because I watered just like I watered the other ones. It seems to be okay. It got fertilized the same time the other ones got fertilized. So it was standing up really pretty yesterday. So I don't know why it's so droopy and unhappy looking. Right next to it, I have a cabbage. We have a Miss America mustard there. I don't think that plant is going to grow very much more, and so I think I'm going to harvest that as well. I'm going to harvest some leaves off of this too, because it's going to get down again tonight. So I'm going to take off the leaves that look like they're a little sad. This is another cauliflower. I don't think it is forming a head yet, but it's been in quite a while, so I might take that out too. We have here some mustard greens that I put in because I had some mustard, red mustard in there previously, and when I took it out, it had root knot nematode on the bottom of it. But I bought that plant from a local nursery, and so I didn't check it when I put it in. So I don't know if it's in the bed or if it came from that start, but I will be checking from now on. We have a tiny spinach growing right there. But this is a very shady spot in the garden, on that side of the bed, on this side of the bed. So hopefully, as the year changes, it'll go back to being sunny, and we'll get morning sun on this side of the yard, and then we'll get some it'll get shade the rest of the day, which will make this a very good spot for the spring summer garden. Bok choy is growing here and coming in very nicely. Here again, it looks like it's perking up a little bit from this morning, but it took some damage too, so I think I'm going to harvest that today before we get another frost this evening. All right, so that brings us to this broccoli rabe. So I was thinking that broccoli rabe would taste very similar to broccoli, but I'm hearing that it is bitter. And so when I succession sowed these broccoli rabes so that we could get lots of side shoots, and I thought it was going to be way more prolific than the regular broccoli. So that's why I planted so many. But I think that I am just going to get rid of the one in this bucket, and there's only a few turnips that I had placed in here as well. So I think I'm going to get rid of everything in that right there and just get that one ready for spring, because I'm going to need some pots for spring as well. And actually these two pots are Chick-fil-A bags. I got those from work when we catered an event, and filled them up with some dirt, and it was free. And so we are trying to do things on a budget here in this backyard garden, and I'm not trying to spend more money than I need to. So that is why we have Chick-fil-A bags, and they are doing pretty well, I think. So that is that. Don't spend more money than you have to. Right here we have cauliflower, and it is doing okay. And some more cauliflower, and we have a few over here as well. There we go. And what I think is the ones that look the best, I'm going to put them together in those pots there, and then I'm going to get these pots ready for spring, because we do not eat that much cauliflower. I don't need all this cauliflower, and I don't know why I started it, but I did. So now I've learned my lesson, and I'm gonna plant the things that we're going to eat, and then I'm gonna use these pots for something else that we're going to eat. Here we have top bunch collards, and this was part of succession planning, because I knew that we would eat those other ones and then be ready for more. Here we have crisp head lettuce, but they are very tiny, very, very tiny, and that's because I sowed them directly into this pot instead of starting them inside. Parsnips, they are tiny, tiny, but they have sprouted and are coming up pretty well in this one. So hopefully we will get to see what parsnips taste like, because I don't remember that I've ever had parsnips before. Okay, now I'm going to take you around. We have more cabbage that is starting here. It's part of my succession planting. A couple more. I like cabbage, so that's why I've planted so much cabbage. Over here we have spinach, which is a lot bigger than the ones at the back of the garden. Over here we have beets and more parsnips that look a little bit better. They sprouted up a little bit better over here in this container, so that'll be pretty good. We have more spinach here, and I'm hoping they'll catch up to the other pot, but we'll see. Now, rutabagas. So, with these rutabagas, what happened was we have, okay, there it is. We have a few sprouting up in here in this pot that I'm pretty happy about, because I could not get these rutabagas to germinate to save my life. I tried twice in the house and it was just not working. So I put them in a napkin and let them sprout, and then I brought them out and put them in the dirt, and they sprouted. So they are doing very well. So I'm pretty confident that we'll get some rutabagas. Haha. So if you can't get it to germinate, try using the paper towel, because that trick works, and it works very, very well. So these kohlrabi don't seem to be as happy as the other ones on the other side, so I may move them over there so they can get a little bit more sun. And we have strawberries, and they look very, very well. These strawberries are Sequoia June bearing strawberries, and they look good. I'm hoping that they'll cover up this entire pot right here, and then I can start pots along the bottom, hopefully, with the runners. Right here we have turnip greens that look very, very beat up. So I hope the leaves will be good as well, because I want to try some turnip greens. And we've got, they're almost ready. Looks like this one in the front is, of course, the biggest one, but they all seem to be catching up pretty quickly, because I have 3 on this side as well. So within the next 3 weeks probably, I'm gonna get those up, because I don't want them to crack. We have radishes over here in these 2 spots. I got more beets here. We have some lettuce, crisp head lettuce right there. That's doing better than the ones down at the bottom. More radish, and there is nothing in that one. I'm leaving things empty as I harvest, so that I'll have room for my spring summer garden. And then this is the last little area in the garden. I have some Dollar Tree planters that I put over here at the entrance of my garden. And we have pansies, strawberries, and those are ever-bearing strawberries. Right here I have snapdragons, which I also have snapdragons right there. And I know if you are a experienced gardener, you know that I put those in something that was way too small. That's number one, what I realized after I planted it. But also, I saw snapdragons live and in person, and I don't like the blooms. I don't like the way they look. I think they are hideous. So I don't want to grow them. I think once they start blooming, I will probably just pull them out and put something else in, because I like a bigger blooming flower. I don't like the long skinny ones. So I really enjoy the pansies, and I had zinnias during the summertime, and I really like those. So we'll try some other things that are similar to that. We have bunching onions, more bunching onions, more bunching onions. I like onions, can you tell? Then we have kale here and more pansies, bunching onions, and more kale. And then I got a little bit of lettuce over here and more kale. And that is the end of the garden tour. All right, guys, thank you so much for spending time with me in my peaceful garden today. I appreciate you coming to visit, and hopefully you'll come back and visit again. Until next time, the next time you come and see me in my peaceful garden, may the good Lord take a liking to you.